Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check the update, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So, very quickly, let's check what the update brought, because it is a lot. So, first of all, we have the new limited set for Natsu, Natsu. So yeah, that's cool. If you want to get the custom, this is the custom. It is pretty appealing, similar to Hebiko's. There's also her weapon and her SR weapon and a couple gems in the pack. So if you want to grab it, that's fine. As usual, when we receive a limited set, it comes with weapon and supporter. So in the case of Inaganatsu, she has New Year Inaganatsu as the supporter. Every time the character collects particle orbs, damage increases by 10% for 15 seconds. So I mean, I guess that we only get a 10% damage increase. It doesn't say up to 5 times or anything, so well, okay, 10%, nice, I guess. And then increase damage against enemies in groggy state by 25%, up to 50%, up to 20 the first one and up to 50 the second one. So yeah, I mean, for challenging content, grog is not the thing we use the most. It's gonna be like top players are gonna be using that on what's the name, on Total War, but oof, this is not the kind of effect that I would give to a limited supporter, a limited set supporter. So, anyways, attacks have a 30% chance to drop particle orbs every 3 seconds, up to 60% chance. So that's pretty useful in order to enable the effect, and it's also going to allow you to use weapon active or ultimates, which is pretty good, honestly. Then, active drops a 3-story launch box in order, dealing damage equal to 130, that's 260% of attack, 3 times, and makes the enemy groggy, and restores allies lost HP by 10%. So yeah, slight HP restoration, enabling the groggy effect. But for the enemy to become groggy, it needs to have the super armor down, and that's kind of the issue with this. Like, it gives you up to 70% damage increase, which is amazing, but the enemy has to be groggy. So yeah, that's not the best. Anyways, for the weapon, Shattering Blow consumes 1 particle, but always deal critical damage. Does not activate when particle is insufficient. When using a skill, has a 30% chance to restore 5% of lost HP. Activates every 8 seconds. So this is going to give HP restoration to Natsu on green, but she can have restoration on any color, so it's not like the most useful thing. And while the critical guaranteed is nice, this weapon has to compete with an SR weapon. Let's see, if I go down more over here, this has to compete with Yamaraha, because Yamaraha increases critical damage by 40% up to 80%. Trust me, this is going to deal more damage than this weapon. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna do the evaluation and stuff, but this is looking like a skip for the most part. God, that's unfortunate. Well, anyways, what else do we have? Well, we have a couple more packs. For example, we have the Koharu's New Year Fashion Show. And this comes with this pack, which is in discount. Like, this is actually the price that they sell it last time, if I'm not mistaken. And it offers 3 skins that I don't remember. Maybe they were given in Golden Pass or some kind of event. I don't remember. But they're pretty rare. I'm missing this one, but I'm not gonna get this. And unlike other packs, this actually comes with 100 nanomachine and fiber, so it at least give you a bigger amount of materials. So it is a little bit more worth it than your average costume pack, just so that you know. Even so, it is not like the most important thing in the world. And let's see, it doesn't say if I already have it, if it changes. Um, oh yeah. It changes for 500 gems. I'll admit, 500, it is not a bad number. If you already have this, it's a way to get gems. Not the best way, but a way to get gems. Also, we have the other lucky pouch. The lucky pouch. In the lucky pouch, you're gonna find a bunch of different skins. But as you can see, this is a gacha. You're going to bet to get one of those skins, and many of these are not easily obtained. But some other are seasonal and are constantly going to be coming, and they're only for Sakura, Yukikase, and Asagi. So I don't know if you want to grab this one. Let's see. Oh, and in case you do, after 5 rolls, and you can only do 5 rolls, you can get a voucher for one of these 3. Perhaps if you're missing one like myself, this could be more profitable than the other pack, that this one. Perhaps, depends on context. So, let's see, what else do we have? So, login. Yeah, we have a new login. And since I'm recording this late, we can see it. So, here we have. First of all, we're gonna have a lobby theme for New Year. If you don't have it, you can grab it. It's pretty nice. We're also going to have a couple, well, 3 limited gacha coins, which is really, really useful. Then we have the New Year present, which give you random presents, and there's a chance of coins, which is nice, but you know, it's a big pool, unfortunately. And a couple more materials. Another highlight is the Magatama attribute chain coins. These are super useful, and you want to have a ton of those. What else do we have over here? Let's see. So, surprise missions and campaigns. Yeah, let's check those campaigns and missions. So, for campaigns, we have AP cost reduction on the event stages, which is nice, but not necessarily required. If you want to rush this on the weekend, or maybe you want to spend a ton of AP and clear this fast, this is the way to do it. We finally have half AP, which is fine. Then, AP multiplier is increased by 3 in event, which is okay, I guess. We also have missions. Missions for completing, for using the weapon facility, the skill training facility, the EXP training facility, for completing event stages, and also we have missions for doing Total War. They are still celebrating this. I think we're gonna have them for a month each week, which is nice. Let's see. What do we have in the daily missions? Cutting Fluid, Crystal Fragment, Blank Emblem, Orb, Kit UR. Okay, not bad, not bad. So yeah, nothing like extraordinary, but still useful. Let's see, what else do we have? A Banquet of Darkness and Fox. Yeah, so we have a repeat for an event. Yeah, the Banquet of Darkness and Fox Hunt. So this event, the event is like any other event, but this supporter. If you don't have it, okay, you can have one copy if you want, but and if you don't have like many supporters, okay, build it. But honestly, dismantle this. You only need one copy to get the formations, and this is one of the worst supporters in the game, one of the worst F2P supporters in the game, because the stat that it gives are just too low. These are 8% going to 16%. Like, Lilin gives you 24 on both or something like that, and this is awful. Yeah, I do not recommend it. Not to mention that the active has a long cooldown. Above 60 is long, so yeah. Pretty bad, pretty bad. But you can grab it and you can use it on the exchange facility. There's also a crystal kit as usual. And let's see, what other things do we have? Oh yeah, more gacha. So let's check all the gachas right now, very quickly. So over here we have the pick of gacha for New Year Kaworu. And this one, it is not a high priority, guys, but it has its uses. Mainly with Emily, because Emily is going to abuse normal attacks, and this enhances the damage of normal attacks. It also gives the character who has it equipped damage reduction when doing combos, and Emily is going to do that super easily. So yeah, for basic attack abusers, this is going to be amazing. But honestly, it's not like the most important thing. Not many strategies rely on basic attacks, so keep that in mind. Then, we have a New Year Heaviko. My perspective of this supporter has changed drastically. She used to be an enabler on a time where we have a medium decent amount of debuffs. But now with the arrival of Phantasma and Natsu and other characters, it is extremely easy to debuff the enemy. More than ever. So this is not a high priority. There are still many things that this can do. It is versatile because, as I always said, this is an enabler for debuffs. Because just by debuffing the enemy once, you're going to be able to inflict poison onto the enemy. And then you're going to have your Susune active all the time because the enemy has poison. You can reactivate the poison and such. It's a perma poison, which is a way to activate your supporters with need debuffs on the enemies, like for example God Lilim too. The other thing that this provides is damage increase and damage reduction. It's not like Nagi, which gives you both at the same time, or God Lilim. No, this one is one at a time. And it gives you this in the form of buffs, which is also an activation condition for some supporters, like the character release in Natsu, the blue one. So yeah, also the green Spinel, the one from the limited set, the Red Riding Hood Spinel, also uses buffs. Also, you can use this with Melt or Kana to increase your damage because they give attack based on the buffs. So yeah, it is just so that you are aware of the things that this can do. But honestly, it is not a high priority anymore or anything. It never was a high priority. It was just niche, and now it's not even that impactful. The weapon, on the other hand, Kakuryo, is usable. So Octopus Wind can be used while moving, which is extremely useful because Octopus would lock you in place, and the ability to be able to move and follow the enemy is pretty good, especially with that skill. Then, increases speed by 10% and reduce damage taken by 30%. Increase damage by 10% for 6 seconds when being healed every 4 seconds. So, yeah, it is a bunch of good effects. And Hibiko has the ability to heal herself, though you don't want that. You can on solo content, but usually you want to make someone else heal Hibiko because her healing is kind of awkward. That's it. So, anyways, we also got. Oh well, let's go with this one. Another limited. New Lightning Yukikase. New Lightning Yukikase is not bad, but it isn't that great either. So, what's the issue with this one? This is a balanced supporter, which is really good. I endorse people using balanced supporters. But this one in particular only works for range attacks, both the ones that you deal and the ones that you take, which is not the greatest. Unless you're Astaroth, you really don't want to use this. Because you want to be extremely far away from the enemy. I mean, you can use this with Astaroth, Emily, let's see, Sora. But if your character is a mid-range attacker like Eleanor, Who else is a mid-range attacker? Nagi when she goes range, etc. You're gonna be taking melee hits, and this diminishes the effectiveness of this supporter. That's why I do not recommend it. It is an old supporter, it always comes, and it is treated as limited. It is what I like to call a holiday supporter. And then we have, of course, the character renewal weapon that they say for the anniversary for Sakura. So, this one is actually one of the best weapons from the three characters. When using a skill, summon one Shadow Shark and deals damage equal to 360% or 720% of attack every 5 seconds. Pretty fast. And what else? Damage of the enemies hit by the Shadow Shark is reduced by 30%, and their damage taken is increased by 30% for 5 seconds. Pretty disgusting. Pretty disgusting. The number is pretty high. That 30% is high. Even though it's 5 seconds, you can extend the duration with your Witch Su or with your Gal Lilim using the active, and this can be pretty devastating because it's going to increase your DPS tremendously. And also it's going to give you survivability because you're reducing the damage of the enemy. It is nice, I'll admit. But, I mean, it's a permanent weapon. You can roll it whenever you want. Unless you're a Sakura enthusiast, I would suggest avoiding this one. You can grab this with the tickets, these ones. The ones that we have on Total War. Yeah, we need like, what, 3 months when you are not on the top rank to grab them. But nonetheless, they are here. These are going to be adding more and more weapons, so keep that in mind. Let's see, what else? Let me check, what else is in the news? Pick up gacha. Oh yeah, the new customs. So, first of all, we have some repeat customs for New Year's. All the New Year sets are here. Well, not all. One is already gone. So, we have New Year 2, New Year 3, and New Year 4. Be sure to grab them if you like them. And we also have more skins for Battles card, which is nice if you like that Kurenai, which I do, but I don't know. I feel like this is a rip-off because they are just adjusting a little bit the skins that they already had. So yeah. Anyways, they are nice. They are like appealing. So we have the skins. Improvements and bug fixes. The attack of Total War boss Edwin Black is greatly decreased when entering a battle and now increases every 15 seconds max. 3 times instead. Collection numbering of some supporters have been properly fixed. The missing armory category, Mastery Sword Iteki and Mystic Sword Nanashi has been added. Loading image for Taima 5VR and Total War has been changed. Okay. And yeah, that's about it, guys. That's about it. Well, not exactly. That's not about it. There's a little bit more to talk about. So, first of all, over here. So, Ragnarok is coming into the game. They already show us the model. We already knew. It's gonna take 2 weeks for those who want to buy the pack to get Ragnarok, and a month for those like myself who are going to wait for her to become available with gems. So if you wanna grab it, be sure to save. She's gonna be a demon type assist character, which is nice. Even though I'm saying this, do not redeem your crystal kit until we can see the icon in the game. Like, sometimes things get mixed up. We never know if they're gonna make an oopsie and, oh no, it wasn't assist, it was suppress or it was protect. No. Doesn't matter. Just keep the crystals like this and be prepared because she's coming. Most likely, for what we have seen, she's going to be sharing weapon with Ingrid. Not only because they use swords, they already showed the model and the weapon, and it is a sword, just like the one Ingrid used with the hilt. Where is with the heel like a T, like this. So yeah, it is interesting. And being an assistive character, demon assistive character, is extremely good because on blue she can use some of the most busted supporters like New Year Felicia, and also she can use where is Kirara. Yeah, she can use Kirara, she can use Felicia. So yeah, unfortunately those are limited. Yes, I won't deny, but I mean, the idea is to grab specifically those extra useful limited supporters. And with that in mind, I don't know if recommending this would be wise. I only did 100 instead of 200 pulls because I got like super lucky on the supporters, but with pretty bad luck on the weapon. But I had Demonite, but it was a bad choice because the weapon is bad, so... I mean... First thoughts? Avoid this. First thoughts. I have been testing it, and... They should have made her a main attacker with this limited set, because she is a sub attacker. No, yeah, she's a sub attacker with supported capabilities, and they tried to enhance that, but they didn't do a great job. So yeah. Well, anyways, that's about it, guys. I hope you find this useful, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.